Hi there. My name is Roda, and what I'm about to share with you is something that you've probably never seen before. That's okay. Now, if you're like many people out there suffering from that post-COVID trauma, or any trauma, then this program is for you. Keep watching.
And if I go into this situation, if I had a problem with a business partner or a radio host or blah 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 or a podcast host, and it was very negative, I can go into this new experience carrying baggage of days of old, and I can project that negativity on you. Here I am, don't even know what this is gonna be. I don't know if we're about to become YouTube stars, Facebook stars,
Stars in the
podcast, or stars in the world, or stars of the universe. I don't know.
Right.
So it's best if I just keep my mouth shut. Stay open to the entire experience.
Yeah.
And project the soul of who I am. Just gotta make sure we are open. I don't want to ever be closed like that. I know what I'm close to. I know what I don't want to do. But just for things I just don't know about, we fear the unknown.
Right.
And so things that I don't know about, why project negativity? Project the positive.
Right.
Project what you think you want from the situation. So.
Right. That's powerful.
Yeah. You're projecting anyways. Why not just project what you want? It's called manifesting.
I think so much so, like, before I even knew the power of creation and the power that we just had over our own lives, I didn't think it was possible. I thought it was coincidental that certain things that I thought about would come out into the reality. And so it's almost like there's a moment of disbelief when you do manifest in the beginning, where it's like, is this real? And how do I maintain it in the long run?
Well, first of all, girl, it's real. I mean, do you have to convince yourself every single day that your name is Rhoda? When are you going to get that this is a real experience and that you've been called to have it? What does the universe need to do to convince you of anything?
But where's the playbook on this stuff, though?
It's called life, honey. You get there. But I mean, do you want to be with a girl? Do you want to be with somebody that you got to keep convincing that you love? Ask yourself that. Do you want to be with anybody? Rhoda, I love you. Rhoda, I love you. And you're like, okay, girl, I didn't already said I loved you 20 times today.
Right.
You want me to say it one more time? Rhoda, I love you. Rhoda, do you love me? 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 That's you not being convinced that life has been given to you to own. That's the same thing. God is like looking at you like, okay, girl, I gave you free will. I've also given you power. So why do I need to keep convincing you that this is for you?
So how do you remain open to someone teaching you without relinquishing full control over yourself, or like not just taking somebody's word for like what they're
because there's a
calling
part
out
of you that resonates with something. I think we all know ultimately. I believe that there is a knower inside of you. And you could hear something that just strikes you at your core. I don't think it really then becomes about them being sovereign because they brought you a piece of information. What I have learned in this journey, none of this means nothing if I can't match if my character doesn't match what it is that I'm putting out there. I could be words of wisdom all day, but if I'm not walking by the wisdom, I ain't shit. That's just bottom line. I know there's something here.
Yeah. There's something here. That's the part I want to get to. Like, what is the something that's there for me to explore before I jump ship or abort the mission? But then again, I also don't want to overstay my welcome.
You automatically know that there is something more. Your life is a series of indicators that there's more. A series of teachers that are going to come to you. I trigger you a certain way that nobody else is going to trigger you. A certain person is going to trigger you a certain way that I'm not going to trigger you. I think there is an overarching philosophy to know that we're all interconnected and we're all teachers and we're all students. When you start to get that frame, that's fundamental thinking there. Once you start to get that framework set, then I'm no longer looking at you as an enemy. No, girl, you're a teacher. I can't blame the teacher for teaching the lesson.
Right.
And I gotta be stupid to think that you're my teacher and I'm not gonna teach you something either. I mean, can you imagine? You imagine teaching is just one way? No, it doesn't work that way. We're all teachers and we're all students.
Well, how do you notice the red flags?
Red flags of what?
Red flags of having to, like, what would trigger that this is something I need to work on? Or this is something that I need to improve?
You'll know when you're triggered. You don't spend all day triggered. Right? You know when you're triggered.
True.
When you know when you're triggered and that sense of negativity rises up in your spirit, you're gonna know. For sure. Ain't nobody gonna have to convince you that you're pissed. You're gonna know without a shadow of a doubt that you're triggered. And that trigger, for me, every time I'm triggered, it is the opening to healing. I'm not gonna go punch a wall. I'm not gonna tear your head off because I'm a healer. Now, somebody who has not worked on their emotions or their energy or their power, or they gonna go and try to slit your throat. That's the difference between a healer and or someone that's healing or a healer and someone who is just negative. They're gonna try to hurt you. That's it. I get triggered all the time, trust me. I get triggered, but it automatically sends me into a place of healing because I know better. I did not come here knowing better. I don't want to feel this way. Because when mommy gets triggered, it takes about 3, 4, 5, 7 days to come up, to recover from it. And I don't like recovering. I think I told you that before. I don't like recovery. So everything for me is head on and I'm very proactive. I don't waste time. It's like, okay, what are the lessons, God?
Right.
Because obviously you're speaking right now in this moment.
Right.
Because I can feel this bitch.
Right.
I know you're speaking.
Right. I hear you loud and clear.
I was like, oh, what? I can use my